The problem was the government. The problem was fairly and squarely the government. And, they've made a lot of political hay out of this. When I used to write to Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, when I used to write to the civil aviation ministers, ministers of finance, the cost of crude, international crude, went to $140 a barrel. The price of aviation turbine fuel in India was directly related to the cost of international crude oil. So you can see that from an average of about $60 a barrel, crude oil went to $140 a barrel, with the resultant and equivalent increase in the price of aviation turbine fuel. The state governments levied an ad valorem sales tax on aviation turbine fuel. So you can yourself now begin to imagine the financial impact on the airline operating, where fuel costs are the single largest component of cost. So I pleaded, I said, look, please give aviation turbine fuel declared good status so that it attracts central sales tax and not this punitive ad valorem state sales tax, right? Because the states are making windfall profits. Anyway, that the government did not do.
Okay.
Aviation is regarded as a capital-intensive industry, right? It's acknowledged as such worldwide, right? They would not permit foreign investment. It was said that only 6 months after Kingfisher Airlines shut, right, that they permitted Etihad to invest in jet. I had already reached agreement with the CEO of Etihad in Geneva for them to invest in Kingfisher, which government did not permit. So we could not capitalize the airline through a foreign investor either. The economy, the circumstances, the government policy then existing, all conspired to create a perfect storm through which Kingfisher could not survive. If you talk about Kingfisher, the concept, and UB Group's diversification into aviation, I'll answer it in one sentence. The two biggest orders for aircraft in the world today are Air India and Indigo, both Indian carriers. The fastest growing aviation market in the world today is India. Now, if you yourself acknowledge that in 2008, Kingfisher was the largest airline with a 27% market share, had events not conspired against us, you can imagine where Kingfisher could potentially have been today. But sadly, not all businesses work out. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.